Welcome to this week's Frackulous, full of fracking apps to make your phone more vital to you than air. Almost. Don't try it, obviously. Anyway, on with the show. The problem with reading the news is that it almost always involves your eyes. And my eyes already have so many other jobs to do. Looking out where I'm going, looking for hot boys, looking for internet shopping sales. It seems unfair to lumber them with reading as well. So, thank the Lord for Buzz Voice. To quote the whole of the internet, it's like Pandora for news, or Last FM if you're a UKer. You pick the topics you're interested in, and then Buzz Voice compiles a playlist from across the internet of articles you might be interested in. The app then reads these feeds to you so you can get on with something else. Perfect for a driving commute or for something to listen to whilst you're at the gym. It's available for both the Android and iPhone platforms and sounds something like this.
And today, we're excited to say that Buzz Voice just went live on the Android market. Be sure to check out the video below to see Buzz Voice in the wild on Android.
One obvious issue with the app is the voice. It's standard robotic fare, which gets tiresome to listen to pretty quickly unless you've got some kind of unnatural love of robots, which I do not. The free account means 15 feeds, 5 consecutive stories and some ads. Getting the pro account bags you 100 feeds, continuous streaming and no ads, but costs $50 a year. But you do get to choose which robot voice you'd like, making it almost worth the $50 for that alone. This week's celebrity app request comes from one very bored Georgios Paniotou, better known to you, me and Her Majesty's Prison Service as George Michael. This long into his sentence for appalling driving, he's apparently climbing the walls in boredom. For fairly obvious reasons, George Michael can't join us in the studio, and damned if I'm going to do an on-site episode from Pentonville Prison. But nonetheless, we sent him our suggestion in the hope he's got some YouTube access. But he would, right? Denying that is a breach of basic human rights. We suggest DJ Hero, now available on the slightly unlikely BlackBerry. It's just the thing to keep your hand in, musically speaking. And who knows, maybe you can revive your career on release, spinning a few tunes at your local disco. The game allows you to scratch, crossfade, and even reach euphoria when you hit extreme levels of success. There are 13 tracks to choose from, including David Bowie, Marvin Gaye, Weezer, and Third Eye Blind. George, it's not actual freedom, but it is a mildly diverting way of spending an afternoon. Assuming they've allowed you a BlackBerry in the clink. But again, basic human right, yeah? This week's viewer question is a common one for anyone with an iPad. The non-optimization of certain massively popular apps makes both unicorns and kittens cry. Facebook, we are very much talking to you. So, is there an iPad-friendly Facebook alternative? Yes, of course there is. App developers hate a vacuum. Friendly is the answer to all your Facebook needs. It does exactly what you'd expect it to, but a million times better looking than the 2x zoom you're used to on the official Facebook app. There's your newsfeed here, which you can toggle between most popular and most recent, and an events and requests tab. Up here at the top, you'll find your profile, your friends, and your inbox. At the bottom, there's a button so you can always access Facebook chat, should you be a chatty kind of person. There is apparently a back-to-school offer, so you can get this app for 59p rather than £2.50, but there's no sign of when that ends. Should you do it now? Will waiting mean you pay more? It could even have increased whilst you're watching this. There is almost literally no way of knowing. Good luck with your decision. Life's too short to waste in substandard bars and paying for rubbish coffee. Thank the Lord then for the abundance of recommendation apps, which use your location to tell you about the best nearby stuff. Here are our competitors. Quip is available on the iPhone, BlackBerry, Nokia and Android handsets and feeds over 1 million community reviews to your phone on everything from ice cream shops to yoga centres. One of the reasons I like Quip is because of the reviewers. They're mostly pretty funny and overly verbose people who seem to look for the same things I do in a venue. Value for money, clean tables and the ability to mix a good strong margarita, even at the yoga centres. Especially at the yoga centres. You'll find vouchers, bookmarks and a poor relations version of Foursquare, but then that's not really what you're supposed to use it for.
Now you could go and get a special people-powered reviewing type app, spend some time getting to know how it works and the people that hang out there, or you could just use one of the social location apps you might already be obsessed with, like Foursquare. Foursquare logs the locations where people check in, so you've already got an Insta list of cool places to go right there. And some of those people are kind enough to leave tips and notes about places they've been. So rather than download another app you forget to update, use one you already have, but in a different way. And you'll even find rich cousin Foursquare features in there, because it is in fact Foursquare.
There's an extra special app hardware section this week, since not only is it hardware for your hands, but we've got 5 to give away. Yes, we're talking gloves. Stay with me. These gloves are from EcoTouch and they're specially designed to be used with a capacitive touchscreen. If you've ever tried to use your phone in winter, you'll know how much of a godsend these could be. On the thumb and index finger, you'll find magic conductive fabric, which will allow you to tap away in sub-zero temperatures. And as you can see, they work pretty well. My only problem would be that because I've got stupidly small hands, the fingers are a little long for me. The bad news is that if you've got man hands, you're going to have to find someone to ship them over from the US. However, good news for ladies and those men with tiny little hands. We can pick them up from £25 from the likes of John Lewis. Or alternatively, you can get some from us. We've got 5 lady pairs to give away. All you have to do is email us at yo@frackulous.com with your address and small, medium or large hand size and cross your fingers. Good luck. That's it for another week. Thank you for having us, and we'll see you next week for more amazing app stuff. Want more? There is a veritable plethora of options available to you. Follow us on Twitter. Fan us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on iTunes. Tell us your thoughts in the comments at www.frackulous.com. And finally, email us on yo@frackulous.com. Phew.